Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live show. This is the place where we talk really honestly about money blocks and money fears, which everybody has. And we're also doing a somatic practice together based on what my guest wants to work on. And then you're going to see me release a money block from all levels from my gorgeous guests, my courageous guests who are coming every single week. And that's my unique method of releasing blocks from DNA, past lives, soul, nervous system, energy grid, cells, organs, tissues, subconscious, all the things. So it's really, really magical. If you don't know, I'm your host, Rosvita Herman. I've been a coach for almost 11 years in March. I am a money coach, business coach. I love releasing money blocks. I go very deep. I'm not for beginners. I'm also a best-selling author. And I'm here to normalize ease and fun. I celebrate my clients all the time for how much fun they're having and how little they struggle or stress or work to achieve things or to prove something. So without much further ado, hello Raluca, hello Andrea, hello Dana. I'm so excited to have Dana here with. Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm so good now. If you could have seen me this morning, I had like
Um,
my eyes were super big and puffy. I've been crying for 3, 4 days straight,
oh
and I was,
no.
yeah, I was so close. I was like, I'm gonna wear sunglasses today because I don't want people to see my eyes. And then,
Mm.
thank God, God, Creator, Universe made my eyes be normal. So
You
at
look
least,
amazing. You look beautiful.
thank you, thank you. Like you would have never known, I suffered for 4 days. So let's
No,
put it that
not at
way.
all. You can't
But
tell at all.
I wanted people to know that behind this, there's been a person who has been in deep pain and emotional pain and even physical pain. I actually had an eye infection for a couple of days. So that's how I'm doing. Now, how
Yeah,
are you doing?
I'm
How are
doing
your
good. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy to hear that. Have you had a good week so far?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've been kind of getting over being sick too, so
Oh,
I have a little bit of a cough left, but other than that, I'm good.
so glad to hear. So
Yeah.
everybody, let's get to know Dana. So Dana, please tell us a little bit about yourself. So what do you do? Who's your ideal client, ideal audience, and how do you help them? What do they get from working with you?
So I have been a coach for 13 years and
Oh my God, somebody who's been a coach for longer than
yeah.
I am. Like, wow, like I bow to you. I bow to you.
And I have gone through many iterations of what I help people with. I started out doing Ayurvedic health coaching and really
Hmm.
helping people with lifestyle. And
Hold
then,
on. Have you graduated from IIN?
no.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
So I started helping people really on a behavioral level, just with habits and daily routines. But I've always really been interested in psychology. I have a background in psychology and Buddhism and the mind and consciousness. And so I knew that was kind of my way into coaching, but I really wanted to talk more about the mind and your beliefs and what was driving you. And so then I went deep into mindset coaching, and that felt like still there was something missing. And so I dove deeper into emotions and somatics. And then I dove into subconscious and doing some hypnosis training. And so now I really feel like I bring kind of five areas of change. So behavioral, mindset, emotional, somatic, and subconscious for a very holistic, integrative approach to supporting my
Hmm.
clients. So that's kind of
Hmm.
like what kind of a coach I am. I feel like I just bring a lot of different tools and
Hmm.
modalities, and I help mostly high achieving women who are like me and struggle with perfectionism, really high standards, really ambitious, put a lot of pressure on themselves to do more, accomplish more, be more, and who also want more ease, more
Mm-hmm.
space,
Mm-hmm.
more time, more
Mm-hmm.
flow, more pleasure. So finding that balance, I call it easeful ambition of yes, let's have big goals and big dreams and aim high, and also balance and
Mm-hmm.
have fun and not take ourselves too seriously and realize it's all a game and it's not about just the end goal, and can we be happy now, not just delay our happiness to when we achieve our goals. So that's really what I help people with now, of finding
Mm-hmm.
that balance of loving their lives now while they love the process of pursuing goals
Living.
and dreams. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's very similar to what I do. Like almost, I almost said the same thing before I allowed you to be live with me. So it actually shows how connected we really are. It's just that
Totally.
I'm focused mostly on money to get there. So
Yeah.
it's just like this is my passion, like, you know. But just like you said, I think if I've been for almost 11 years, I'm going to have of coaching in March. So when you've been a coach for so many years, of course, you're going to acquire so many skills and so many
Totally.
modalities because we do this work because we love growing, we love learning, we
Yes.
love knowing. So you would be bored to just knowing one thing. It's like, okay, what's next?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just love that. And I love meeting people who have so much depth because somebody again who has so much experience, it's impossible not to have depth to be able
Mhm.
to discuss things at at a different level. And this is the thing, even I realized last week, my ideal clients are people who are at a certain level of depth now and knowledge. So when
Yeah.
we talk, they understand. We can talk at a very different level of understanding, not beginner level. I
Yeah.
no longer do that because I've done that and I got
Mhm.
bored with doing that. So, it's no longer challenging. It's like I need a challenge now. Give me bigger
Yeah.
issues to solve, you know.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly.
So, thank you so much for being here and for mirroring this beautiful relationship that we're building now. So, I'm genuinely grateful.
Me too.
Now, have you thought of a specific block that you might have around money?
I have, and I think the pattern that I have witnessed in myself is lowering prices, discounting, because I feel like that's what I need to do in order for people to buy.
Ooh, this is such a good topic to discuss. So, let's get into it.
Mhm.
Can I ask you questions to go deeper
Yeah.
into this topic? So, why do you think you do that? Because I know you know. So, like, why do you think you do that?
I think it's probably a mix of not fully valuing what I do, even though
Do you really
logically,
believe that? Do you really believe that
well,
though?
that's I think the difference between conscious and unconscious. I mean,
Okay.
consciously, I'm like I have 13 years of experience. I have helped hundreds of people. I have so much evidence that
Mm-hmm.
my work is very valuable. And I think it probably ties into maybe some of the perfectionism of like, it's just not where needs to be. It's not perfect yet. And
Where does it need to be? Where does it need to be in order to feel like it's
yeah,
valuable?
just like every session being like completely a big breakthrough and transforming people's lives faster, and everyone gets results and
What result do they
unrealistic. I think.
get in order for you to feel like, oh my God, my work is the most valuable work ever?
Well, I think it's different with each person because everyone has different goals. So it's whatever their goal is they achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I'm a good coach, and that means that I did,
A good
I'm
job.
effective. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh my God,
Yeah.
we have to pause this because I think every single person who is a coach or works in this space feels this way. I mean, come on, it's not like you're not
Yeah.
the only one. It's such a group thing that we all experience. We
Totally.
want our clients to get the best results because that also mirrors how good we are, and
Yeah.
it's a natural response. Of course we want that. We don't just want to help for the money, like give me the money and then that's
Yeah.
it. We genuinely
Yeah.
want them to have good results. Okay, so my work would feel valuable if all my clients would get results very fast.
Or
Okay.
just they would achieve every single goal they have, which I know is ridiculous when I say it out loud.
I know.
I know
But
it's
it's a
not,
need.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
need we have inside. It's like
yeah.
it's a need we have inside. Okay, so let's unpack this. Um, of course, you know that again, results does not depend just on the coach. Like
Yes.
that's like it's almost a 50-50 collaboration. Like I'm here to guide you, hold you,
Yeah.
mentor you, but in the end, you're here to implement, live life, come back, live life again, come back, and all that. So,
Yeah.
um, why do you think you would put so much pressure on yourself and you would take 100% of the responsibility?
I think that it comes from a positive intention of just wanting to help and
Mhm.
wanting to be a good coach. And
Would you say you want to save them?
I don't think they need saving. I
Okay.
truly believe that. Like, I think
Okay.
that we're all human and we all have subconscious programs running in the
Mhm.
background that it's a matter of becoming aware of them. And I also recognize that things take time to unravel and shift. So I logically understand all of this. Like, I know intellectually that
I know.
it's,
But then,
this is
do
the
you think you're
process.
protecting them maybe? So why do you think? Because usually this comes either from I want to save them from suffering, I want to save them for something, or I want to protect them from something. So
Mhm.
why do you think you take 100% of responsibility for their results? Are you protecting them from something, maybe from suffering or from having certain experiences or something, disappointment maybe?
Probably disappointment, maybe. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I want my clients to
Mm-hmm,
be happy and feel good and
mm-hmm,
feel the way they want to feel. So maybe there's part protecting them from suffering and pain, unwanted
mm-hmm,
unwanted feelings, and
mm-hmm,
um yeah. And then there's probably like the ego side of it is like how it reflects on me as a coach. And
mm-hmm,
it's like if you get your result, then that means it's like
mm-hmm.
validating, I guess, for me.
Mhm, mhm. Of course, of course.
Yeah.
And I only asked this because I realized that about myself a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago. I was like, I'm just protecting my clients from disappointment because if they feel disappointment, I feel like I'm a bad coach because
Hmm.
they should never feel any bad emotions while I'm coaching them in a
Right.
container. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's that's stupid.
Totally.
Like life is a plethora of emotions. My job is not to protect them. And
Yeah.
I'm not their parent, one. And even if I were their parent, I should not protect my kids from not being disappointment ever because
Yeah.
then I'm taking them away from living life. And if they don't feel disappointment, how can they feel love? How can they feel joy? How would they ever experience life if I like, no, you have to be here
Yeah.
perfectly safe. Nothing ever
And
touches
I
you.
teach this, like, this is literally what I teach my clients. Like, we need to embrace the full spectrum,
Mm,
the shitty 50 plus all the great emotions. And
mm.
yes, totally.
And,
So,
and I so
yeah,
appreciate having you because, again, you're a great example of I teach this, I know this, I'm an expert at this, and yet I'm human and I still deal with this on a certain level, at a certain level.
yeah,
It depends on day. So thank you so much for having this honesty and we can have this honest conversation because I think people believe that at a certain point you should never feel or should have certain fears or otherwise you're not a good coach,
yeah,
you don't have enough information or experience, and that's simply not true.
yeah.
Okay, so coming back to why you discount your prices. So we talked a little bit about, not seeing the value because, you want your clients to have, oh my God, every single session, big transformations, all their goals accomplished, and then that would feel like my work is valuable, it deserves a lot of money. Do you think there's any other reason besides this?
And I feel like I've done some work on this, so I feel like it's really not as bad as it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because this is something that I've been aware of and focused on. um, I don't nothing that I'm aware of. I feel
Okay,
like
so then
that's yeah,
let's focus on this one. If it means that
yeah.
this is your focus. Okay.
And
So,
maybe I'll just add one more thing. On like clarity sessions, I always struggle with the money objection part, like when it comes to really talking about money, and that is the area where even having done literally hundreds of these calls, I still still really struggle, and I still just have a hard time with
thank you so much for saying that because I
yeah,
think so many people need to hear this because it's so, again,
yeah.
natural and normal. And oh, thank you. I so appreciate you for being so honest. I swear, like it's so amazing to have such a honest conversation. So can we dig deeper into this part?
Hmm. Yeah,
What makes you, I'm guessing
yeah,
anxious, like you'll be a little bit
yeah.
anxious to talk about the money part. When exactly does that hit you? Before you're about to say the price, when they tell you something that maybe they cannot afford it, or I don't know, like when does it hit you, that uncomfortable feeling, that anxiety, that weird feeling?
Maybe it's when I'm saying the price, because
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it and then I think I'll go right into like, and then there's the payment plan, and I think that the nervousness comes out in terms of not like just creating space. And I've
Mm-hmm.
had to, I mean, again, I've worked on this of like, okay, say it and shh, like just silent.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if there's
Mm-hmm.
awkward silence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think that is,
Coming back to protection, I believe that when we do that, we again protect our clients or future
yeah,
clients from something. So what are you protecting them from when you don't allow that awkward space?
probably their discomfort with
Mm-hmm.
facing like, oh, this is the investment.
Mm-hmm.
And
What do you believe they would think when they hear your pricing?
that's expensive.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. How much is it, just out of curiosity?
It's 3,000. So sorry, 3,600. It's 3,000 for my program, my group program, and
Mm-hmm.
then 3,600 for my one-on-one package.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know how much is my one-on-one package?
Yes, tell us.
16,000.
Amazing.
And
And so I'm like, that's the thing. It's I just launched a certification program, and that was one place where I for my previous students I gave them like such a low price for what it is.
Mhm.
And I recognized that I was like, oh my gosh, that's so much less than I know this is like for a whole
Mhm.
year of what they're getting. Um, so that
Mhm.
was another reflection of like, I'm I'm worried they won't do it otherwise. Like they won't.
Mhm. Okay, so we have a couple of things. So my clients believe my program is too expensive, and if it's
Mm,
not cheaper, whatever that
yeah.
number is, they will not do it otherwise.
Yes.
Can I offer a little bit of advice here?
Yeah.
So what I noticed is when we have these thoughts, they are very real. And what I mean by real, you are right. You are truly right. Those clients think it's expensive and they need a discount in order for them to do it, otherwise, they won't. Your job is to realize who are your ideal clients for whom this would not be expensive and for whom it would not be, that reality would not coincide with their reality.
Yeah.
And I think that's, besides the block itself, which we can release, it's also a matter of awareness. Like if I meet people who constantly tell me it's expensive, that's because when I do my lead generation or my messaging or whatever it is, how I attract people into my world, I'm speaking to people who are not the ideal clients for me.
Yeah.
And yes, When we release blocks, of course, reality changes, and we know, and it's egg, egg and the chicken, who's first. They're both interconnected. So I'm not gonna say only do marketing or only do releasing, because they both need to be in a specific order. And I know you know this. So I'm also saying for everybody else who's watching who might not know this, that's why I wanted to teach a little bit on it, because
Yeah.
your ideal clients, the people who however much you would charge, and they don't have to be a lot. They might be just 5 people every year or 10 people every year. Like, come on. In our industry, there are at least 3, 4 thousand people who understand this work. So imagine if you only get access to 5 every year and they pay you
Right.
the price that you love working with them, and you feel appreciated and you feel
Yeah.
valued. Because I also think your feeling that the work is not valuable, your work is not that valuable, is because you discount. So when you
Hmm.
discount, instantly there's some uh mm, nah, I'm missing the word. Uh Resentment,
Hmm. Hmm.
because people don't pay you how much you want them to
Right.
pay you.
Yeah.
So there's like that is like, it's not
Yeah.
pleasurable. It's like a little bit frustrating, because like you don't see me. Because if you would
Hmm.
see me, you would see how valuable my work is, and you would pay how much I'm asking, because I'm a nice person and my price is already lower than how much I'm supposed to be asking.
Yeah.
So it creates that frustration. So it's also about, yes, I have this block, we can release it, and I have the awareness of who is that person who would love to pay me this much. And I even talked this with my client this week. One of my clients this week was, when we think about ideal clients, which I haven't seen other people talk, maybe I haven't, I don't know if they do, think about their level of depth. Not just they're women, they're in their 30s, they like, yes, if you can do that perfectly, do that. That's much easier to find lead generation wise. But think about their personality and their depth. How much work have they done
Mhm.
on themselves? Because especially to you, I'm talking as a peer here, you
Yeah.
probably want to speak to people who have a specific level of depth already. And
Yeah.
when you come in, you just come in, say a few words, they get it, they do it, boom, results happen.
Yeah.
Compared to maybe clients you had 8 years ago, where you
Right.
were more beginner too. So then, you had to explain more, you had to hold their hands for more sessions until they got the information. And now it's like, I, I just want to say 3 words. They get it, they know it, and they implement it, and then
Mhm.
boom, they get the result, because they're at that level. And
Right.
people who are at that level, they see the value instantly, because they work with other people. They know what they want now because of clarity. If you work with multiple coaches or multiple therapists and healers and stuff, you kind of learn, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. I want more of this. I want deeper this. I want to be whole this way. You're learning things about yourself. So when they meet you or they meet me, they're like, yes, I see
Yeah.
you. That's exactly what I want for this level that I'm at. I need a person like you to support me now, someone who has your lived experience and your credentials, because you would know what I need at this level. And
Yeah.
they would pay for that, because they see the value that you have, because they've worked with other people. And maybe they've even paid more money for other people who didn't have that depth that you have.
Yeah.
Was this helpful?
Yeah. No, totally. I agree 100%.
So now, let's do a somatic practice
Okay.
first. I usually like to do that to prep the body. Although with you, I don't feel that would not be necessary, because you're prepped. Your energy is already prepped. I can feel it. But I also want other people to have a
Yeah.
little bit of a value through this,
Yeah.
besides just our chatting. So let's see. What would be the best thing to release? If anything comes to mind about this being expensive, ideal client, something like that, I'm thinking. If anything comes to your mind, you can spill it out. As I'm also
Mhm.
thinking what would be the best thing that we can hold into our bodies, like maybe the fear of people will think we're expensive, or people will not pay how much we're charging, or it's hard to find people who would pay how much
And maybe
we
it's
want to
that. Maybe
charge.
it's the because I'm aware of. I know I need to speak to, and I probably unconsciously haven't been speaking to those people. I've been speaking to the people who think it's too expensive. So I think that is definitely one of the blocks of like, I don't know how to find those people and I don't know where they are and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. 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 Awesome. Awesome. And I think everybody almost can be like, yeah, me too, me too, me too. I don't know either.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's prep the body. Let's allow the body to ease a little bit on this topic. So, everybody who's watching, I want you to close your eyes. Dana, please do yourself too, and just kind of relax. And I want you to breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth. This will be our preferred breathing method. But if you cannot do that for whatever reason, don't worry, breathe as you want. It's not important. And I just want you to focus on where your body is touching another surface, maybe the floor, the chair, the couch, the pillow, whatever your body is touching right now. I just want you to have awareness of where exactly is that happening. So scan your body, be present with all the surfaces that your body is touching. And as you bring that awareness, I want you to sink more into those surfaces. So if you're sitting on a chair, allow the chair to support you even deeper now. Allow your body to feel like, oh, it's safe for me to sink into this space. If your feet are on the floor, allow the floor to support you even deeper. Allow the soles of your feet to just be like, ah, they can melt into the floor. It's that they don't have to be um, tight or rigid or anything. They can just melt and be supported. And as you're breathing and you're connecting to all the surfaces that your body is touching, I want you to allow your body to sense how does it feel. I want your body to identify the vibration and how it feels like to be unconditionally supported. Because right now, every surface that your body is touching is unconditionally supported. And I want your body to acknowledge that. This is how it feels like. It's safe for me to allow myself to sink into the surface that I'm sitting on, like maybe the chair, the couch, the floor, because they do not care if I have been good or bad today. They do not care how much money I've made or haven't made today. They do not care if I've been productive or lazy today. They do not care if I've been eating right or eating fast food or skipping meals. They're not going to judge me and they're not going to offer me less support or worse support because these surfaces just exist here for me. They don't judge, they don't shame, they don't emotionally blackmail me. And whenever I don't want to be supported by these surfaces, I can just move. I have that free will. I have that control. And I want your body to feel, how does it feel to be so powerful? How does it feel to have so much control and so much support, so much unconditional support? Because this is real right now. And if we bring it into our awareness, and if our body gets used to this frequency, our body will crave this frequency more often in every area of our lives. And then because it craves it and it recognizes it, it will shift it. And this is why I want your body to feel how it feels like. And as you feel the frequency of unconditional support, I want you to also feel what does it feel like to have this inner knowing, this trust, this confidence. Because right now, you know for a fact that the chair, the couch, the floor will be there in the next 30 minutes. It's safe for you to have your eyes closed because these surfaces will still be here for you. They will not vanish. They will not break. They will not disappear. Nobody will come and take them away from you. You never think these thoughts. It's like, of course, the chair is going to be here. Of course, nobody is going to come and take it from under me. So I want you to connect to that inner knowing. How does it feel to know that? How does it feel to be so sure of yourself? Because you can bring this frequency in other areas as well. The more we are aware that we have this power, this inner knowing, the more we can replicate it. So as you breathe and you feel the difference and how it feels to have unconditional support and this inner knowing and inner trust, I want you to imagine a big, beautiful table in front of you. And I want you to decorate it as you want it to. May it be with flowers, candles, food, drinks, any kind of things that you dream of. It's your event, it's your party. Make it beautiful, make it you, make it weird, make it however you want it to be. I want it to be a safe space for you. Is the table ready, Dana? And now we're going to invite at this table people, emotions, feelings, memories, as they would all be people. They would all look like people, even though they're different entities. And we're going to start with the belief that I don't know where to find my ideal clients that would pay me as much as I charge. We're also going to bring the idea of I don't know. We're also going to bring self-confidence at this table. We're also going to bring self-trust. We're also going to bring every single person throughout our lives that have made us question ourselves. Maybe they questioned our experience. Maybe they questioned our knowledge. It can be teachers. Maybe they questioned our identity, our values, who we are. This can be friends, family members. Maybe it can also be ourselves. It can be past versions of ourselves who constantly doubt and questioned ourselves. So just allow them all to come at the table. Whoever comes into your awareness, allow them to join the table. And also allow the need to control to come. Allow responsibility to come at this table. Allow pressure to come at this table. The need to know, like there's a need, like I need to know, I need to control, or else they're not going to find me, they're not going to buy from me. Invite the need to be in charge, like I need to be in charge in order for this to happen, otherwise it's not going to happen. Allow every memory that comes to your mind from when you were in the womb and until now, where you had to control things, or else things didn't work out that well. And you've learned that I need to be in charge, I need to control, I need to know, I need to find, I need to do. Because this need comes from somewhere, and it's from a lot of lived experience. So all the memories that come up, invite them at our table. And let me know when the memory stopped coming.
Yes, they've been coming.
And now invite all the people that are a part of these memories that have not been at the table already. So allow them to come too. Let me know when that stopped. And now invite all the emotions that were connected to these memories and these people. Emotions like it can even be anger, frustration, resentment, jealousy, envy, unworthiness, not being seen. We can also add feelings, so emotions, but also feelings, because feelings are very individual. And just let me know when they stopped coming. Okay. And now, as you look around this table, I'm sure it's filled with people, right? I will ask you 3 questions. For the first 2, the answer is yes or no, whatever comes first. There's no good or bad, it's just the truth. For the last question, the answer is always now. So here's the first question. As you look around this table, could you, just for now, let everybody go and disappear into the light?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
And again, if this were easy, could you let them all go into the light?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
If this was safe, could you let them go for good?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Is there anybody left at the table?
Just me.
Just you now, or you from a previous version of you?
I think me now.
Okay. How do you feel?
It's calm.
What awareness have you had due to this exercise?
Some just like ancestors
Hmm.
energy,
What's with this energy? What showed you, gave you, brought to the surface?
like scarcity and lack.
Hmm. So it made you be aware of your scarcity and lack.
Hmm.
And if you were to express that in a specific phrase, why would that be? What would that be?
That it's not mine.
Okay, what is not yours? What is the fear or the specific belief?
That there is scarcity and lack.
Hmm. More exactly, scarcity and lack around what?
Money.
Mhm. And if you were to use your words that you are used to, that maybe you think of often subconsciously or consciously, if you were to put this in a sentence, what would you say? I believe there's scarcity of money. I believe there's not enough money. I believe it's hard to make money. I believe people don't have money. Like I'm just giving you examples so you can kind of use it to tell me what are your words.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's as much anymore, but it was like there's not enough. But I feel like
Mhm.
that's shifting for sure because I've been
Then
doing
what
this work.
else? Hmm. But even if there would, let's say if there was like, there's not enough what? So what are the words you would use?
Um,
Not enough
Clients.
clients. There are not enough clients.
Hmm.
Okay. Then if we go a little bit deeper, there are not enough clients to pay me my highest
Mhm.
price, or like what would be a thing that you really desire but you're scared of this?
The full price.
The full price.
Mhm.
And if you could magically create a reality that has exactly everything that you want, what would you like? Like when you meet with a person in a clarity call, what would you desire?
That there is just no money objections at all. That it's like, okay, yes, let's do it.
hmm
I'm ready.
Would they pay you in full? Would they pay you in payment plans?
That doesn't really matter to me.
hmm It's just that they
Just
feel they're like, oh
yeah.
my God, might even feel, oh, you're so cheap. It's so easy for me to pay you this much.
Yes. Yeah, that would be amazing. That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly, exactly. Because for every single person out there, there is a price that feels that way. It
Mhm.
truly is, right? Like you can see that for anything that we buy in this world, there's somebody who's like, oh my God, only that much? And for others, like for the same product, it's like, oh my God, is that expensive? It's the
Yeah.
same product, two different experiences because there are people for the same service who think this is too little and this is too much. It's just a matter of
Mhm.
finding the people that we want. Okay. So I would then release from you on all levels this belief that there aren't enough clients that would pay me the full amount with ease. Would you say this would be the wording?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can keep your eyes closed. I can take you with me if you want. You don't have to. You can just relax. However you want to, just let me know, and I'll I'll do that. So what would be easier for you?
Sorry. What was it like if I close my eyes or not, or what do you mean?
Yeah, you can close your eyes, and I can take you
Okay.
energetically with me, or
Yeah.
you can just look at me and just sit and just watch. So however it is you want, that's the
Okay, I'll
best.
close my eyes. I'll close my
Okay,
eyes.
perfect. So for everyone watching now, I am gonna go into this theta state where I can see things that I cannot see consciously. And with Dana's permission, we're gonna do all this work. So strap on for the
Maybe
ride.
maybe I want to keep my eyes open now.
Doesn't matter. Like you do you. It's safe no matter what. Okay. So creator, please take me into unconditional love, compassion, truth, and the seventh plane of existence. I'm gonna yawn a lot. Just know that that's how I move energies. Okay, so Dana, do you give me permission to work on your energy?
Yes.
Thank you. So creator, please bring Dana's energy here so I can see it. Is she here? Yes. Okay, so creator, does Dana have this belief that there's not enough clients who would pay me the full amount with ease for my services? Does she believe this? Yes. Okay. So, Creator, I command that you release this belief from all levels and all aspects of her life, now and forever, and also identify the root cause of this belief. I can see there are a few. How many root causes are like? Two, three. Okay. And every other adjacent block connecting to this root causes, and also their imprints, their emotions, their trauma, their feelings, their memories that are connected that no longer serve her, the patterns, the behaviors, the stories that she tells herself that are no longer serving her. May you all release, cancel, and send it to God's lovelies as well. Is that okay with you, Dana, so far?
Yes. Yeah.
And install in their place what is the divine perspective over the situation, that she exists in a space and a reality where these people live naturally. She doesn't have to manifest them, she doesn't have to create them. They exist already around her. It's not her job to find her. It's always a co-creation. They're already looking for her and she's already looking for them. So they're gonna meet in the middle somehow. It's never just her looking for them. It's never just them looking for her. It's always a co-creation. It's like a signaling. They're all signaling the same signal, trying to find each other. So allow Dana to feel what it feels like to be found, not just be in searching mode, that it's safe for her to also be found, that she knows how to allow being found and being seen, that it's safe for her to allow being seen, being found, co-creating with her clients. Every interaction is a co-creation. It's never just her, it's never just them, it's always a middle. Oh, what else? Is there anything we need to install? No. Is that okay with you, Dana?
Yeah.
Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Okay, so now let's check. So creator, show me, were these beliefs released from Dana's conscious level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's DNA level? No. Okay, why not? Where is their stuff? On the mother's side, okay. How many generations? Are they 3 generations? More than 3? Yes. How many? 6? More than 6? No, just 6. Okay. Do we need to know why? Yes. Okay, why? Um, so it has to do with feminine energy. It has to do with being a woman. It has to do with searching. Searching for what? So it shows me that the pattern was passed on was like this need to always search. The need to always search. That's the pattern that was sent. And I sensed that when I first started to, it's like, it's not your job to search. It's always a co-creation. So this belief came from generational, from your mother's side. It's like your job to search. It's like it's all on you. Without you doing this, they will never find you because they don't exist otherwise, something like that. So, creator, I command just an unconditional love, compassion, awareness, and forgiveness to all these people from her mother's line that have created and sent this pattern into everybody else. They did the best they could. We're grateful for that. They've helped everybody survive because of this. They had more control and power because of that. And we're so grateful. And we want to maintain this lesson and this power without this need because it's no longer a reality. We are being helped and we're always co creating. There's no need for just us to do all the work. It's okay for us to do our part and to receive the rest. Is that okay with you, Dana?
Yes.
Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So creator, show me. Whereas now the blocks released from Dana's DNA level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's past life level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's soul level? No. Okay. Is there a promise? Yes. A commitment? Yes. A vow? No. A curse? No. So just a promise and a commitment. Okay. Did Dana make these things in this lifetime? Yes. Okay. Do we need to know what age? No. Do we need to know why? No. Okay, then. So, Creator, I command that you dissolve, cancel, and send into God's love all the promises and vows that Dana made around this subject. She did the best she could with the information and the support that she had at that time. These are no longer necessary now. They're no longer beneficial for her growth now. So instead of these vows and commitments and promises, we just want her to feel safe, allowing life to co-create with her. She no longer needs to be 1000% in charge because she's being supported by God, Creator, Universe, everything that is, and she feels safe doing so. Is that okay with you, Dana?
Yes.
Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So, Creator, show me. Were now the blocks released from Dana's soul level? Yes. Were they released from Dana energy grid? Yes. Were they released from Dana's nervous system? Yes. Were they released from Dana's cell level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's organs level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's tissue level? Yes. Were they released from Dana's subconscious? Yes. Were they released from everywhere? Yes. Does Dana have now this belief that there are not enough clients out there to pay her the full price? Does she believe this anymore? No. Does she feel safe and excited to meet people because now she knows those people will be able to safely and easily pay her what she wants? Yes. Okay, so in this state, Dana, do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Okay, creator, is there any message that I should send Dana? Yes. What is the message? Trust yourself, you know what to do. Anything else? No. Okay then. So, Creator, I command that you um, dissolve our connection and wash us from all the energies that we have encountered and come back into our bodies. So I'm just gonna cleanse myself. And if, in case you had your eyes closed, whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. So how was this?
Well, it's so funny that last thing you said, my word of the year this year is trust. So that was just perfect.
Just another reassurance that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, in case you ever wondered.
Yeah,
And
so that
how
was
was that
very that
the
that very
release?
much resonated with
Okay.
just trying to take full responsibility for
Mm-hmm.
results and
Mm-hmm.
feel like I have to do it all and take it
Mm-hmm.
all on my upon myself. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anything else that, I don't know, made sense or you were surprised about or anything like that during this release?
the mother side, that was interesting. Um I would have thought it was because the ancestral stuff almost I felt like there's a lot more on my father's side, so that was interesting.
Well, just this belief. It's,
Right,
just
right,
this belief. It can be other things that are on
right.
the other side. So the belief of I need to do it.
Yeah, and that resonates. That
Okay.
definitely, yes, for sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
yes,
And I could see it very like, I could see it like it was so rigid, so like there was
yeah,
like no space for flexibility. I could see how rigid it was. It was like at the max spectrum, if I could quantify it in a way.
yeah. Yeah, my mom is very like strong woman, but hard worker, and I definitely
Hmm.
got my work ethic from her of just
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
doing it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now you're no longer gonna have that need. Because what
Yeah.
happens when we do this kind of release is we don't have free will in this world because we all are walking based on our patterns, our imprints, our traumas, all these things. Like we are pre-programmed to make certain choices. So that's why
Yeah.
there's no free will because you're pre-programmed to do that because that's who you are. Like that's your
Mhm.
energy, your DNA, your stuff. When I release things, you have options now. Now is where you start to have free will because now you have awareness and you can choose to
Mhm.
go on the path you've always taken, or you can choose this path. That doesn't mean you're always going to choose the new path because now you have free will. It's not like I took the old path and be like, no, you're only going to go on the new
Right.
path now. That's not free will. Now you have two paths in front of you. And if you are aware, you're always going to see whenever you're going to be about to go on the autopilot, be like, oh, I can go
Right.
this way now. Oh,
Yeah.
easy. So, and by practicing that, it's going to become your reality. It's
Mhm.
already changed, like energetically, everything was released, so there's nothing there. But now it's more of you wanting to
Right.
practice that
Yeah.
because you're in control now. Until now, you
Mhm.
weren't. You couldn't just stop not being 1000% responsible. It's just who you were, like it was
Yeah.
just like you. Now it's a choice. And sometimes you're gonna still be and be like, oh, I still did that. Okay, that's okay. you
Mhm.
know. And sometimes like, oh, I don't want to. It's okay for me to be supported. It's okay for me to be met halfway. It's okay
Yeah.
for them to find me. I don't have to find them
Yeah.
and control that. So I'm curious to see how, because of this, what's gonna shift in your reality. And depending on what we release, reality shifts in a matter of hours, days, or weeks. For me, what I've noticed, the more releases I do and the deeper I go, like, for example, when I release something, I release like 20, 30 blocks at once because I'm just like, that's how I work with myself.
Yeah.
And then I kind of see the reality being shifted kind of a week later. Like I see like huge things that I'm like, oh my God, I really am not thinking that way. I never like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm amazed of myself that I used to think that way because it makes no sense. I have
Right.
zero connection to that person, which was my whole life. But I only see that almost a week later. I don't see it right away. So I don't know if
Mhm.
it's just a me thing, like that's how long it
Right.
takes for me to notice. I've seen with other clients who see it right away. I have clients who the next day or the next 2 days, they have like a huge, I don't know, a client comes out of nowhere and it happens exactly how we talked it's gonna happen. And they're like, oh my
Yeah.
God. So I never know. It depends on the person, but I would be
Yeah.
curious for you to DM me and just say, hey, this is
Yeah,
what I
for
was
sure.
aware of. This is what happened. Maybe you're going to have a call with somebody and they'll be like, oh, okay, good. Where do I pay? Or how do I pay? Or how do we do this? And be like, oh my God, this was the easiest sale I've ever made.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
um, Now in our ending, what are you selling right now? What could people buy from you? Where can they find you? Anything like that you want to share with us?
So I have my group coaching program that they can apply for,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a few spots for one-on-one coaching as well.
And what's the what is the result that your group coaching offers them, and what's the result that your one-on-one like besides accomplishing their goals? Like that's a very
Yeah.
vague. So what exactly what's the difference? Like why would somebody
Well,
join your group?
for one-on-one, I do general, so I don't have, there's not a specific result.
Mm-hmm.
So it is really based on what people want to
Mm-hmm.
change and
Mm-hmm.
what they want support with. So I can't really speak to like a specific result in one-on-one coaching. And for the program, it's called the Pleasure Project program. So it truly is this balance of, like I mentioned before, falling in love with your life now while you create the life of your dreams. So it's claiming your big bold goals and building that belief and the habits and the behaviors and the identity to create that. But while I find what so many people need is so much more self-compassion, self-acceptance, self-love of who they are now, so that
Mm-hmm.
it's not coming from a place
Fixing
where they're
energy.
judging themselves and they're like, this is wrong, this is bad, and I need to get there. So that's a lot of the work that we do in there.
I love this. I love this. I love this is speaking to my soul because this is exactly like what I've been working on myself, what I love working on because it's true. This is I think
Yeah.
this is the whole purpose of life is to
Yeah.
learn how to live it. I think this is the life is a game and
Hmm.
we're never told the rules or
Yeah.
we are told the rules, but those rules that we are told they're not the
They're
rules
not.
of the game. There's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
something else. And what you're doing through this group is like teaching people the rules of the game. It's like
Hmm.
we're supposed to enjoy life every day. We're supposed
Yeah.
to enjoy the journey. And
Yes.
just a caveat here, I was thinking the other day if I would have a child, I would want them to experience life at the fullest, meaning go get your heart broken, go fall,
Yes.
go fail, start a business, lose the money.
Totally.
Like I want you to experience life at the fullest
Yeah.
and come back with the craziest stories that you've lived. Of course,
Yeah.
not danger. I don't want them to really
Yeah.
be in a
But
dangerous situation to die or anything like that, but it's like
yeah. Adventure.
live life, adventure,
Yes.
exactly. Live life, have amazing stories to tell live each
Yes.
moment because you never know when it's the last. You never know what curveballs will be thrown at you. And then if
Yeah.
you wake up at, I don't know, 50, 60, and all you did was a good person that
Yeah.
only followed somebody else's rules, you're gonna feel so unfulfilled
Yeah.
and so sad and so like
Yeah.
and so yeah, so
I agree. Yeah.
everybody join Dana's group program if you want to learn how to live life, like truly how to live life, how to enjoy life, how to know these rules so that
Mm.
your life is worth living. And as
Yeah.
for me, I'm only focusing on one-on-one at the moment. So if you're someone who wants to make minimum 10K cash months on repeat, so that's the plan. I believe that if every woman would make at least 10K cash month every month, she would have more freedom, more safety in her nervous system. It's like more space to do the things that we want. So if that's you, and especially if you've made good money and then for some reason you're not making good money right now, so there's a lot of guilt and shame there too, come to me. We create a plan from a marketing perspective, that's easy. And I cut a lot of things that are not a priority. People know me and they don't like me because I'm like, no, we don't need to do that or that. And like, oh my God, it's so
Yeah.
unsafe to do so little. And then we also identify what are the blocks. So we
Mm,
group them together. This is why I don't want to do so little because nobody's gonna see it or it's not gonna be enough or all these things. And these are
yeah.
my fears, around pricing, around all these things that show up. So I just finished with a client. I'm not finished. I still work with a client, but she just finished a launch that I joined in the middle of the launch. So it was not the beginning. And it was a 25K launch. And she doubled just by doing, we did like 3 sessions, and in that time she doubled her enrollment, and it was easy. It was easy. So I'm curious now to help her prep the next launch from the beginning and see how we can double that again to make 50K launch.
Yeah.
And this is what I want for all women. So if that's you hearing this and you want to, and you're like, oh my God, how does that work? I offer free calls where we just discuss this. So I don't do the release I only do live. But we can see if I can help you. So thank you so much, Dana, for being here. Thank you so
You're
much for the
welcome.
work
Thank
that you
you.
do. Your group coaching sounds really amazing, and please allow as many people to join because this is so amazing, and I know there's so many people need that. And thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for your transparency. I cannot say this enough how important it is for all of us to have these kind of talks so we all feel less alone, less ashamed, less guilty about where we should be or how we should think or how we should behave or all these things, and just
Yeah.
acknowledge that we're in this together. We all have these fears, we all have these behaviors, we all have this, and it has nothing to do with our value, our worth, or our experience. It's just we're all different. Anything else that you want
Thank
to
you.
share?
No, thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. It was a great
Okay,
experience.
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, bye everyone, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.